Hello people, this is View with Eyes, and at this point I have highlighted the majority of the Strawhead Pirates. I have a video on Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Chopper, Nami, Usopp, Frankie and Jinbei, and now it is time for Nico Robin to get some love. Robin is a very important character, but he also doesn't really have a lot of crazy feats of power. Power showcases is most of my One Piece related videos foundation, but even though Nico Robin is not overly impressive in that department, there are still a good number of moments that I always think about. Like and subscribe, and only 450 plus to go so we can finally reach that 1000 subscriber mark, and remember, subscribing doesn't cost you a thing. At this point, Robin is known for her dark and expressionless humor, but out of all of the Robin moments that fall into a humor related category, I feel this is her most iconic one. She definitely robbed us of greatness in this scene because the vast majority of us One Piece fans wanted to see the end result of this epic Voltron-like transformation by Frankie, Chopper, Usopp, Sanji and even Zoro, and she just dismissed it and stole a legendary moment from us, but still creating a legendary moment in itself. I would have loved to see this stupidity at its fullest, but at the end of the day, it is one of my all-time favorite Nico moments. At this point, our favorite anime archaeologist was still a newly minted Straw Hat, and this was the first time we really saw her in a one-on-one situation as one of the good guys. It is nothing mind-blowing, but I always like to appreciate the single battles that the weaker characters of the group win. The priest was obviously stronger and more battle-tested, but Robin still got her first solo W. For the most part of the early adventure, Robin mostly kept to herself and just chilled in the background, but after the events of Annie's Lobby, she kind of changed and her love for the Strawhead Pirates grew. And when Frankie struggled to make a decision to join the group, she would take matters into her own hands, literally, to ensure that the ship got a shipwright. Definitely one of the most outlandish One Piece moments, but her ridiculous level of persuasiveness ensured that Frankie would join the crew. And now we get to Robin's biggest showcase of power. I kind of wish that characters like Robin, Usopp, Frankie, Chopper and Brook would get more moments like these. I for sure understand that they are not the powerhouses of this band of pirates, but I would love more attention on them since we are in the final stages of this lengthy voyage. But even though I have my grievances with some of the choices of the author, this is one of the most satisfying moments that he created because we all have been waiting for a long time for Robin to have a display like this. I have mentioned this before, but since Jinbei is on the crew now, I would hope that Nico Robin would learn more advanced Fishman karate from him and expand on her power, because from this point on, enemies are only going to get stronger, and it is only logical that each member of the crew level up. Well, we are finally at the last entry to this video, and that is Nico Robin's iconic I Want to Live. Nico has had one of the worst childhoods in the Strawhead Pirates, from her entire homeland being destroyed and her constantly being on the run and hunted down by the world government ever since she was a child. After seeing the absolute power of the Navy in the form of a Buster Call, she has known the cruelty and power of the world government from a young age, and when CP9 came knocking in Water 7, she felt that she had absolutely no choice but to leave the Strawhead Pirates behind. But of course, the group wouldn't leave it at that and basically challenged the world government to get their Nakama back, and the determination and drive from Luffy and gang gave her hope again, and it resulted in Nico Robin's most iconic moment in the entire One Piece.
私は生きたい。私も一緒に海へ連れてって。
But people, that is the end of my video. I only have one more Straw Hat to go, and regardless of the views of this video, a Brook appreciation video will be coming soon. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.